Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's staying warm on this cold winter day. I just want to welcome everybody to our Galentine's Bash. Hopefully you guys are having a good time and you're all nice and warm in your jammies and you have yourself a nice drink poured. I prefer wine. I'm drinking my chocolate wine tonight. If you guys ever wanted a good wine, this Vin Chocolate Noir from Cooper's Hawk is an excellent chocolate wine. It's one of my favorites, and I figured it's perfect to go with our Galentine's Bash. So I poured myself a nice glass of that. Hopefully that will warm me up a little bit here. So, hey Debbie, how's it going? So just give everyone a few minutes to hop on and tune in. I'm so over this this weather. I'm not a fan of the cold. I'm ready for summer for sure. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be doing a smoky eye tonight. So the first step you want to do is you want to use a good eye primer. Hey, Carrie Lynn, great job on the hack earlier. You want to use a good eye primer. So I always used an eye primer for years, and it was the one product that someone was going to have to pry out of my hands to get me to stop using. So I had found out that when you use your highlight color, it acts as an eye primer. So the one day I tested our highlight color on one eye, and I tested it was like a Prestige eyeshadow primer on another eye. I took a picture. Later on that evening when I went to take my makeup off, I took another picture and I could not even tell the difference. I couldn't believe that it stayed on. So I no longer use an eyeshadow primer. I use my highlight color. So and all I do is I dab my finger into my highlight color and I just do one dab on each lid, and then I blend that in. And a little goes a long way. Now, typically, I have my foundation done, but typically when I go and do my makeup in the morning and I do my eyes, I just go all over my lid with this, with my main highlight color, or my highlight color, not my main color. This is my lightest shade, my highlight color. So I go ahead and I get that all over. You always want to make sure you have something prime when you're doing a smoky eye because you need something to stick to it. So then what I do is I go in with my lightest shade. And this one, Cupcake is my favorite. It's my go-to. It's my base color. I use it all the time. Hey, Elaine, how's it going? I use it for almost every day, almost every color. So I dab a little bit into it. And I've been putting my makeup on the same way for years. When I was younger, back in the day, in like the 80s and 90s, Mary Kay was huge. Everybody used it. And my mom was probably one of the number one customers. My mom and my friend's mom. So the best thing they ever did for my friend and I was to have their representative come over, and she did facials on us. She showed us how to put eyeshadow on, and I have been doing my eyeshadow the same exact way since 1996. So almost 25 years, and it's the same way. So as you can see, I just dabbed into that light color, and I went all the way from right underneath my eyebrow, all the way covering my whole lid on both sides. So then I'm going to go in and I'm going to take like a chocolate brown color. This one's Oak. And I dab it in. You always want to tap off the excess. And being that I have a semi-hooded eye, I do my crease with my eye open so you can see it so I know where I'm going. So I just go right into my crease there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just taking the fluffy side of the eyeshadow. Yeah, this one's an eyeshadow brush, the fluffier end, and I'm going in my crease. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the smudge brush, and I'm taking like the flatter end. Hopefully you could see this. Kind of focus there. And I'm going to dab into Salem, which is this, almost looks like a black. Now, I forgot to mention, I have a pencil done on my waterline. I just can't get past it. It's just something I've done for years, and I can't not do my waterline. I'm just used to it. But this is actually a brown eyeliner. Everyone thinks it's brown, but this is actually, everyone thinks it's black, but it's actually brown. So what I do is I dab into my Salem, and then I tap the excess off because you want to try and keep it from falling down. and I just tap right in. You want to tap right on to your eye there. I apologize for this lighting. I had ordered a mirror. It was supposed to be in, and I think with the shipping delays, it just kind of got backed up a little bit. So I'm going all over just my lid. It's kind of hard to see in this phone, and I'm tapping it in. And I'm tapping because I don't want any fallout. Being that I'm dealing with the black. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm flipping the brush over to this side. It's like a fluffier side. And I'm going to go and I'm going to just buff this in to the chocolate. Hey, Shelby. It's kind of hard to see in my phone, so I kind of keep going back in my ear here. And I'm just buffing this in. Sometimes I go back in and just grab a little bit more chocolate. That chocolate color, just kind of blend it. And whenever you're dealing with anything, the one thing about this makeup is to make sure that you blend. That if you put too much of anything on, the more you blend it, the easier it's gonna, or the better it's gonna look on your face. So when in doubt, always blend. So it's looking pretty crazy, right? But trust me, we'll get there. Kind of blending in these lines here. Then, since it's Valentine's Day, I wanted to go in with the color Tawanda because when I'm dealing with a smoky eye, I like to pop the corners. And this is when all the big glitters are going to come through. Like your the shadow name number 33, that's like a good, it's like a nice green. This is really pretty. I did that on New Year's Eve. No, look, can't talk. Wine's already getting to me. I did this one on New Year's Eve when I got all dressed up to go to the kitchen. Tonight I'm getting all dressed up to go to the living room. I swear I don't leave my house. So anyways, number 33 is an awesome, like green color. Would be awesome for St. Patrick's Day. This one is Graceland, which is like a gold. So if you need something more neutral, that would be a good one. But this one is Tawanda, and I'm doing this one. It's like a pink. So when you want a pop, you want to use your finger because it's going to give you the most burst, I want to say, or bang. And all I do is I put a little bit on my finger and I go right into the corner of my eye here. Kind of keep having to go into my mirror because it's hard to see in my phone. So I just go right into my corner here. And then I go ahead with my eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to blend this in. Like I said, the more you blend, the better it's going to be. Going to do just a little bit more so you could see it. So see how I gave it like that nice pop of pink? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3D brush, which I used for my foundation, and I'm going to clean up the corners of my eyes. Do you see how it's kind of like droopy there? So I got to go into my, the color that I used for my highlight color. I'm just going right underneath my eye, and I'm kind of stippling up. And I'm fixing that. I know like a lot of people will use tape. You don't even need tape with this cream makeup. So you just dip your brush into it and just kind of blend up and it'll fix it. And see how this is now raised? My eye looks raised now. It's not as droopy. I'm doing the same thing on this eye. Just cleaning that up a little bit. I got a little extra on my eye. So again, just cleaning that all up. And then the next thing I'm going to do is my mascara. So when you use a smoky eye, you want to go quite a few layers of mascara on, because I feel like it's better when your mascara pops. So I prime my eye with a primer, mascara primer, because this is going to give me more volume. I'm the type of person who prefers a thicker lash. I want a darker lash line, so I don't really get a lengthening mascara. I'm more volumizing. So put that on. And then just go in with, now being that I have the white primer mascara on, you'll see I hit both sides of my lashes just to cover that white. So you see me go up and down. You want to get a good laugh, watch yourself do mascara. I was like watching myself the other day and I'm making all these faces and I'm in there and it's like my eyes are popping. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, it's crazy. Like, I didn't realize how many faces I made when I do my mascara. But this will all come together. And I do a couple coats. As you can see, I'm right-handed, so I always do my right eye first. Hi, Jerry. Welcome, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good time tonight. Nice and cozy. If you're somewhere cold like I am, hopefully you are curled up by a nice fire, under a blanket, watching TV, something nice in your cup to drink. And that's it. That's my smoky eye. Do you see how easy that was to do? Now, being that I went bold on my eyes, I did more of a neutral lip. That's just my opinion. If I were to do a bold lip, I typically could go more neutral on my eyes. I just try to stick with one area that I'm going bold with. I don't like a ton of makeup in every area. I feel like each area should just kind of stand out. So I actually use the color nude on my lips and nude on my cheeks. I did outline or lip line with the contour color shadow. So, but it gave it a nice little subtle lip. So that's my lip and cheek. See, I can't even think straight today. Thank God it's Friday, right? That is my smoky eye. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. Hope it was helpful. If you are not watching this on live, make sure you hashtag the word replay so you could be entered for a drawing. If you are watching this live, make sure you tag your artist so you could be entered for a drawing. I don't know if you got a chance to see all the videos today. Carrie did an excellent job. Carrie Lynn did an excellent job. I still can't talk. Carrie Lynn did an excellent job with the hack, the basic hack of how to apply your 3D foundation. So check that out. Barbie did an excellent job on her lips. She always gets great compliments on her lips. She's like the perfect person for that. Lisa did a good purple eye and a pink eye, different eyeshadows. They were phenomenal. I love those colors and I would have never put them together. So I actually added a couple of those to my list to purchase. Up next at 7:30 is Elaine with Illuminators, and Nikki's going to be doing the shade of the month, the lip and cheek shade of the month, Love Spell, which is pretty popular. I have not tried it yet, but I know it has a good rep. Like, everybody wants it. It sells out fast. So hopefully everyone has a good night. Stay warm out there. Have a good evening. I still can't talk. Have a great evening. Talk to you guys next time and stay warm.